First and foremost, obviously excited because we get to practice. Last week I talked about 3 games in 1 week, which is great because we need to play. But now we're back in the classroom, where our team, obviously, I couldn't be more excited for the start, but we definitely have to get better. So again, practice, practice, practice. I feel like the Allen Iverson commercial, practice. But we got to practice. We got to get better on the defensive end. We got to improve our offensive execution. And then most importantly, we're playing a Jackson State team that's going to be the most physical team that we've seen at this point in the year, and we better rebound like no other.
Yeah, with that extra practice time, do you have some points of emphasis right now that you guys are focusing on?
Just being cleaner in multiple areas. We talked about it last game. There's some mindless possessions that we have at times where I'm really excited about something and then we'll do something else, but that could be cleaned up in practice. Rebounding definitely is a major concern going into this game and over the next couple of games that we're going to have. And then obviously our offense can get better execution-wise. It's kind of been a funny schedule. I think 5 of our 6 teams, counting closed exhibitions, have been run and jump, pressing teams, where now you're going to see more half-court teams that practice allow us to get better, feel for each other, and have to execute.
Touched on it, but what kind of stands out to you about this Jackson State team? I know they got a lot of size and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I just think they play so hard. Obviously, Coach Richards has done a phenomenal job. She's in her 2nd season there. She's fun to watch on tape because she's very passionate like me, and you can see her team embraces her identity and they respect her energy. They've got my full attention because they just played a Tennessee Tech team that was in the NCAA tournament last year and only lost by 6. All right, so they had a halftime lead and just unfortunately weren't able to finish the game. So again, we better be ready for an in-state battle that they're going to play hard, they're going to execute on offense, and then they're going to muck it up and switch and just be really physical with you that we haven't seen in the first three games we played.
Just 1 week and 3 games into the season, is there anything that's come up that surprised you about your team at all, or things that maybe you weren't expecting to see?
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout-out to Crisp, all right, because I told you all, and you all haven't seen it, she was actually our leading scorer in our 2 exhibitions, but her unselfish play for this team does not get talked enough about. Susan, I have it right here. She's averaging 4 points a game. The young lady's only shot the ball 9 times. The kid can flat-out score the ball. Right? I mean, when you look at our 3-point shooting, I would put her up there as one of our best 3-point shooters because she does it consistently in practice. And then also we do a green light drill where we do time and score, and she always tests as one of the highest. But her willingness while King's been out to run the point guard and have 9 assists, and I'm going to be honest, me and her watched film the other day. I told her, you got to start getting on your teammates because you probably got 7 or 8 more that we've missed layups or wide open shots where you got to tell them, knock that thing down or finish my play because you're setting them up for success, and we got to make those easy ones. So Chris definitely is the one that I'm really excited about because we don't go 3-0 without people sacrificing, and she's done it, but she's had a smile on her face. And then everybody else has kind of showed me what I thought we would see in the preseason and in practice.
Do you have a new update on Sinai and her health?
Yeah, day to day, that ankle, man, ankles are funny. So we'll slowly get her out there, and if she feels good and I see it in her face, again, this is how I get down. It's kind of like what Chandler, I said when she had her ACL. I told you all I was going to limit her minutes because I needed her mentally back. She could kick it off and turn it over, and I told her fans, don't get mad because kid hadn't played it a year. She's athletic in the head, but she's not athletic in the body, and let her develop, and it did. It's same for Sanaya's. I got to she's so good because she plays so hard, but if I see her not explosive or being able to go fully at 100%, it's not worth it because that kid only knows one speed.
You've kind of touched on it already, but I know you would rather have her out there, obviously. What do you feel like you've learned about your team, kind of with your starting point guard, been on the sidelines?
Yeah, great question. A lot, right? I don't think you ever really become a team unless you go through adversity. Adversity allows you to really realize who do you got and are we smart enough to figure this out? Because it's easy if you got all the right pieces and you do what's planned. It's like, okay, well, you practice this is how it should look. But, okay, now we've got some curveballs. How tough can we be? And I'm really proud of how tough we've overcome not having a point guard and people taking on multiple roles with 9 new people.
You talked a lot in the preseason about Maddie and all the blocks that she was getting.
I was right.
Yeah.
Did I call it, Sam?
You did.
Thank you.
I guess, were you expecting her to have such a big, impact and be so efficient so early as a freshman?
100%. Yeah, because like I said, I know people looked at me. I was crazy at SEC Media Day. I said, y'all, she has more blocks in 12 weeks than my entire team has had for 3 years. And now people were like, oh, okay, he's just gassing her up. Okay, look at me now. Kid's got 12 blocks, leads the nation. She does it every day. So for me, it's common sense. It's like, that doesn't surprise me because she does it some days in practice. She has 9 or 10. And I'm laughing at our own team going, guys, she blocks shot. At what point are we going to shot fake or not, or pass it out? But she just has a gift that I've never seen to quick twitch, move and shoot a gap, or you think you got a shot and she just jumps out of nowhere that it's just fun to coach and makes our defense a lot better.
Kind of going off that, and Natalia had a big game on Sunday. What do you think her role kind of be on this team moving forward?
Yeah, also the kid can score, right? And me and her have had a great relationship. She's coming different because she hurt her hand, so she was in a phase where she was just coming on strong, and then she couldn't play. Which she's a young lady who needs to play. She's admitted that she comes from an area where she wasn't forced to play defense. So we're really working hard with her after every practice for 30 extra minutes just to mentally get her to a toughness that she's going to need to get to. And when she shows me on the defensive end that she can lock up and give multiple efforts, we'll put her in there because for us to win this year, we're not going to outscore people. We got to get stops because what we lack in height, we got to have multiple efforts, and that's what I'm trying to help her understand.
Mentioned on Sunday how a lot of teams are going 5 out, 5 wide on you guys, and you got sides like Faith and Rosie on the bench.
Yeah.
Kind of how deep is your post rotation kind of going into the season? You face a little more size.
Yeah, great question. That's what I told them. You got to take advantage of the opportunities when you're given. And I'm gonna give Rocio a shout out. That was awesome to see. Right now, when you get that moment, can you slide your feet against the quicker kids? Can you use your length? Where she showed me a lot. Faith is a phenomenal effort kid. Her biggest thing is, poor girl has been hit so many times with random elbows. She's got the mask on right now. She's just trying to catch the ball and finish layups. So, those two are still fighting for those moments and opportunity, but I feel a lot better with the performance I saw last game.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, y'all. Appreciate you. Have a great day, guys.
You as well.